and others too. That's the Buddhism. In the Buddha's teaching, thinking of others is so important. In the teaching said, we sentient beings are thinking ourselves all the time. Since the beginning of times until now, we are thinking ourselves, we. But what we ended up, we know, nothing really we fulfilled any much. And more difficulty, more troubles, and struggling again and again, as climbing on the sand mountains. Nothing really we further we reached. That's what we thinking of ourselves. On the other hand, Buddha in a great bodhisattva, such as the medicine Buddha, thinking of other beings, opened widely their mind and heart, thinking of other beings with love and kindness and compassion to all the beings. And what they fulfill? They become the fully enlightened, free from all the suffering, the difficult, miserable, unbalanced, that what we don't like, what we don't want. They completely overcome that. Not just that, they start to benefit to all the beings. Wherever they go, wherever they read, even the names of them bring them joy, bring the others joy and peace and happiness. That is what the fulfillment they got, thinking of others. That is the raw model, the whole mark of the Buddhism, Buddha's teaching. Thinking of others with love, kindness, compassion, joy and appreciation. Not just thinking of others with I'm the great, I'm going to do something to you. That's not the way. But with respect and appreciation to the others and glorify them, their nature, and that is the others. That thinking. So therefore, we have to fulfill two goals also immediately. Goals of others and goals of ourselves. That goal is then purpose, immediate purpose, to bring as what we are talking, the healing. Many people think healing is something connected with mind and something connected with maybe more healthy something. But fundamentally, the cause of unbalance that I spoke yesterday to you all, and you maybe know many of those, it started from this monkey mind. This monkey mind, unskilled mind. The ignorant mind is the source of every unbalance. That affected and kind of ripple effect to the mind, body, and then created all these things. So therefore, we have to deal with it immediately with the mind, and then as well as together with this body. Of course, body is the vehicle. Body is in the Buddha's teaching often known, is like boat to cross the ocean of the samsara, cross of the all good things. To the body is so important. We have to cherish, we have to glorify, we have to honor and respect and keep balance as it needed. Not too much, not too little. Too much is too much. That's what we call it. Even say. And too little is also not. Just right as the middle way. We have to cherish, we have to nice, we have to kind, we have to respect to this body. To do this, then practice such the medicine Buddha is so special. It is good for ourselves, immediately to cure the diseases, sicknesses, and deep down it is purifying our negativities and our karmas. This cause of negativities of the ignorance and attachment and anger and so forth. All these negative emotions are removing, pacifying that. So therefore, medicine Buddha is so spiritual. And not just that, then we are doing this for the others, thinking of others as our primary object and goal, and then walk to ourselves. That's what called dual purpose, the dual purpose. To do this, to kind of with that scope of the vision and goal, and then we begin to practice such as this medicine Buddha practices. Then, as in the teaching said, here is beautiful. This teaching is wrote by or revealed by very famous master, as I said yesterday, the Padma Samye. He was scholar, he was Mahasiddha. He is a union of the scholar and Mahasiddha together, not just an intellectual, not just only as a practitioner, but that's why he fulfilled his goal. He fulfilled so many beings. This is Padma Samye. He is one of the great masters, the great teachers in the Buddhist history or the Tibetan Buddhist history. And this is a combined of the teaching of the Buddha Dharma, the teaching of the Guru Padma Samye and teaching of the great master Shantarakshita, with together with Dharma and Kama, and all united together, and this is what called the sapphire waters or the lapis lazuli waters. That means it's healing nectars. It heals the mind, it heals the body. So that means we have the skull. We are wounded by the emotions. Scars. We are wounded by the emotions we have. We are wounded by the negativities of the ego clingings. We are wounded by with all the grasping and clingings. And we are overloaded that. And this is great, cool, healing, natural water that will heal that wound of the negative emotions. And that will immediately affect to our body, which is also affects unbalance and sickness, ours and others. So therefore, this is so spiritual. This is the blessed practitioners, blessed by the minds of the Guru Padma Samye and Buddha and all those great masters, and together with his blessings. And then he was also accompanied by very great Tetum known as Namchu Maya Dorji. Actually, he always, Raga himself said, Namchu Maya Dorji is the king of the Tetum. He himself as minister, the management of this great Tetum. He said, but himself is great. And so combined together, this is so special practices. And again, this is natural. This is healing water. And therefore, we're going to honor and glorify, cherish, and keep very dear to our practices. This is spiritual practice that will do all this work, as he said. And at the same time, this will then remove our obscurations, negativities, and bring the enlightenment as this Buddha's enlightenment. So therefore, this is very spiritual with this beautiful honor and a gratitude and a graceful and a great honor, and then we practice this. And when we practice this as for this purpose to heal to ourselves immediately, and in the long term to bring everyone to the enlightenment, to this goal. And this is as he said, in the teaching said. So those who as new, if they like to do this, continue as principal practices. Practice it and then set up a small beautiful shrine. It's said here, it's beautiful. These shrines are very important. It is a reminder of our practice and meditations. That. So set up beautiful, nice, comfortable, kind of very lovely, like cherish, like shrine. In front of that, then you sit down and begin to practice this. And this practice itself is divided. Then always every practice divided into 3 sections. Those are in the great master Ung Chimpai, and as well as many others said, 3 supreme ones, 3 noble ones. These 3 noble ones is so important. We like to that practice, what we practice, I like to be as perfect practice. There's something benefited to ourselves and benefited to the others, not just an immediate, but long-lasting benefit. Long-lasting benefit to ourselves, to benefit to the other beings. This frame of these 3 principles, 3 supreme ones or 3 noble ones is so important. In the Tibetan, it's called Dambasam, 3 noble ones. Dambasam is so important. First noble, middle noble, and ending noble. If we have these 3 nobles, the whole practice, not just your practice, actually all activity really become something very divine. Something so spiritual, so beautiful. So therefore, it's good for all the older practitioners to remember this, and also for the engaging newly practitioner, remember that makes perfect practices, perfect spiritual. It starts with a good heart, with bodhicitta, with joy and devotion, and a non-grasping and clinging ways, and that continue to carry that and fly that way, and we're going to landing and ending that practice with that beautiful, holy, and supreme one. And that then continually ripple effects all the time until we reach the enlightenment. Until sentient beings are become the Buddha, he said in the teaching, it will really affect, it will help that. It will benefit. So therefore, this is so spiritual. And the first noble one is in according to this sadhana. If you look at these texts, And then the first noble one is, of course, also I'm going to say again more with this text. And the noble one is start with the lineage prayers, as we have this green booklet. Lineage prayers. Lineage prayer, and with all that, that means what? This teaching is not just overly developed here, overnight developed here. It is long-lasting continuation, lineage of wisdom and compassion, joy and appreciations that continue. It is light continually, and we are connected to that light. And therefore, we have to honor, we have to respect, we have to appreciate. And we have to, deep down, we need joy. Practice starts